Down Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the sight of their men in blue emerging from the MetLife tunnels. We're set to go as the Giants get ready to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Here's Robinson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Throwing Fitzpatrick. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 13 yards there, offset some of the penalty yardage as it's 2nd down. Now a 2nd down throw for Fitzpatrick. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. The Giants and Bucs, these two teams, they met in Week 4 last year in Tampa Bay, and it was Nick Folk with a game-winning field goal, 25-23, and at the time, that sent New York to 0-4.
And how about the last two to get them to 0-4? Lost on a 61-yard field goal at the buzzer by Philadelphia kicker Jake Elliott, and then they lose this one to Nick Folk in Tampa.
Yeah, and then, of course, everyone knew the rest of the story, a season that Giant fans would like to forget. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Now a toss play. It's Ajayi. There he goes inside the 30 and all the way down to the 25-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
A 1st down throw for Fitzpatrick. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. 2nd down, looking to throw, Fitzpatrick. And his throw is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. This is Ajayi. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So a nice drive on the road. You come in, you take the ball down, you get 3 points.
Yeah, points are a must on an opening drive, right? So they moved it down efficiently, got it done. I think that bodes well for their chances moving forward in this one.
Now Lawletta on first down. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Here's Lawletta. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Jonathan Stewart. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And then know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
Detroit! Detroit!
That's going to set him back 5 yards. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Gone! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, here's Lawletta. Past the 20. This is Shepard on the catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
Here we go now.
Now the first running back drafted this year, it's Saquon Barkley. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Lawletta now on 2nd. And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now the punter Dixon out to kick it off. Now it's Wilson. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. And even 60 yards A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Ajayi. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Now it's Ajayi. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try to run with Ajayi. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd and goal, Ajayi, the lone man in the backfield. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. On 2nd and goal, Ajayi, the lone man in the backfield. They'll try to throw here, Fitzpatrick. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Fitzpatrick. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Aaron Ripkowski, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And they finally get to him, but not before he's past the 45 to the 46-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, here's Lauletta. Over the middle to Beckham. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action here on 1st down. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Lauletta. He's going to air one out. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Coming off play action, Lauletta. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
Ready!
Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Fitzpatrick now on 2nd down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Force!
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. He's got Evans. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. Fitzpatrick now to throw on 1st down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They run with Ajayi. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him, Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Oh, spinning away. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Barkley. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
And you remember pre-draft, there was a lot of speculation that the Giants should look for their future quarterback at number 2 with a great possibility. Remember, Sam Darnold from USC was still on the board, but they passed on him to take this runner, Saquon Barkley. And this is exactly why. They think he can extend the life of Eli Manning's career and give them 1,000-yard seasons year after year.
They haven't had a 1,000-yard season since 2012. Ahmad Bradshaw did it then. And incomplete on the deep ball.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And now running right through it. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Yeah, he was the first back taken in the draft. Ended up going number 2 to the Giants, and there was never a doubt that he would be the first runner off the board. We just saw why. His ability with the ball in his hands to turn a nice little gain into something big. He makes plays no matter how you get him the ball.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
A shotgun snap to Lauletta. Being chased, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Noah Spence. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Detroit! Detroit!
Out of the gun, Lauletta. Going for the deep ball. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 14-10. Now the punter Dixon out to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. managing risk. This is a big decision here.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Second down, Fitzpatrick. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man, complete. The 20, 10. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Fitzpatrick drops it off to Ajayi, and they're able to bring him down at the 20. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. First down, Fitzpatrick. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Going again here, Fitzpatrick on 2nd and 10. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Final play of the half, Fitzpatrick. He sets to fire deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll fake it. Now Lauletta. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Mitch Unrein with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Lauletta. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. And it's 2nd down. A little too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
And they'll go on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Robert Ayers in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there. Beckham, the return. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. Well, led on 1st down. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They'll fake the handoff. Now Lauletta. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Open man right side is Ingram. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Lauletta looking to throw on 2nd down. Flush to his right. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The former 1st-round pick, Vernon Hargraves, the one who was there defensively.
Well, so many times defensive backs get caught playing the man rather than the football, but not in this case. That's an excellent play. Did exactly what you're supposed to do. Attack the football and help break up the pass.
And, yep, as a result, knocks it down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
They'll begin the drive with a Giant. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now a second down throw for Fitzpatrick. Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. From Soldier Field, meanwhile, in Chicago, a third-quarter score. That one has really opened up. The Vikings have just scored again. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Here's Lawletta now on 2nd. Shreds the tackle. Stepping up, he'll try and run. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Gone!
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. The Giants on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go now. 3-19.
From the gun, here's Lawletta. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick, he's going to look deep down the field. And got his man complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Ajayi. Got some real estate inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
From the red zone now, Fitzpatrick. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard. That'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now they'll run on the ball. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Olivier Vernon brings him down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
To throw on 3rd down. Fitzpatrick. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Jay Ajayi, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead here in the 4th. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll go to Barkley again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a play fake, and it's Lauletta. Steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Noah spins in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. He'll take it at the 42. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. On the NFL scoreboard, 4th quarter now at Soldier Field. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts. And
keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
Set. Move 45. Move 45.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now they'll run on the draw. And he's going to be met at about the 43. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And Catanzero's kick is right through. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
And now out come the Giants. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not pump the ball again.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 51 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. A 1st down carry for Barkley. Open space inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the G-men have taken the lead here in the 4th. The Giants going for 2. This is an area they struggled with last year. They were just 1 for 5 in 2017. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. Now the punter Dixon out to kick it off. Now it's Wilson. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. And they'll run it here. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This will be from 53 for the win. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And it'll be a hot time in Ybor tonight. The Bucs have won the football game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you're primed to pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Buccaneers, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else in their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And they'll return home next week.
Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booker bugging me. Just need a bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even me that, I don't want none of it. He's mad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how that poppin' and shaking. Got is a laser, my posse dipping, I raiding. We act a fool for the paper. Had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's, bitches guess over baby. Put the bread on me. Bet on my bacon, big and flat in the bacon. I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas, head back to my old ways. Cop a roof for all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my. I've been broke way longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take mama to the Marriott and took me so long to get it, gonna spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubble. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubble. Look at the cash, look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. I'm gonna need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Better be all or nothing, don't hand me you. You better be all you can. Yeah. Super fly for the Dumbos, plenty slides like a shuffle. Hit the cadence for my young. Isaac Hayes, Billy Ocean, but the old with the cane stick. Let my slippers at the function. It's hard to run the Gucci slides. That bet you say you didn't never. I'm a stab, no. Jackie Chan, no travel. Can't clean it with the beat. Dripping from the. No, not me. I can never be the one you want to stuff for. Money, that machine. Gamma store. R.I.P. the times that I was broke. Acting like a 9/11 folks. Matte back, liquor clean. Dead presses in an envelope. Cooking up canard. Waiting for the antidote. Running out of time. Pictures thinner than a pantyhose.
Over here and empty your pockets. I don't do that. In my prison, you do what I tell you. Get over here. He's gonna get this.